A very good morning and warm welcome to all our viewers. With great pride and immense pleasure, we would like to welcome an iconic and a legendary architect, Architect Prem Nath, from Prem Nath and Associates, Mumbai. Let us all get ready to discover and know more about this versatile and young at heart architect's spectacular projects, architectural journey, work ideology, aspirations, challenges, motivations, and a lot more. Our interviewer for this amazing session is an eminent architect himself, Architect Pranit Nath of Urban Studio. I would now like to welcome them both and walk us through the journey. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, IDAC, for giving us this opportunity to sit together. So it's great to sit with the legend, my father, Mr. Prem Nath. Through this conversation, I'm excited to revel in and reveal his journey as a man and an architect so far. So how would you describe yourself? I mean, a lot of people know your name and your work, but I think there's still a lot more that you can tell them. So just to show the kind of personality that you are behind the work and your life.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you very much, Puneet, for helping me out at this moment like this. I think I should give my own introduction and possibly like to speak a few couplets about myself. And if you permit me, I will say a little kind of dialogue in Hindi, supported by my what I've been doing over there. Maybe a couple of minutes video जो है मेरा परिचय मैं आपको हिंदी में खुद ही समझाता हूँ कि मैं प्रेमनाथ क्या चीज़ है वो क्या करता है। प्रेमनाथ आर्किटेक्ट है और घर बनाता है और नक्शे बनाता है जैसे बाकी लोग आर्किटेक्ट करते हैं। I think my video will tell you a lot. Please have a look at that in just a couple of minutes.
Hello, this is architect Prem Nath from Mumbai. A lot of people ask me questions, Prem Nath ji, you do a variety of work, a lot of things you do. Can you tell us something more about yourself as to who exactly are? What all did you do? जब आपने पूछ ही लिया तो बताता हूँ कि प्रेमनाथ आर्किटेक्ट क्या चीज़ है। मैं आपको मेरा परिचय हिंदी में देता हूँ। मैं आर्किटेक्ट हूँ। क्या करता हूँ? घर बनाता हूँ। दोस्तों, मैं घर बनाता हूँ, घरौंदे बनाता हूँ, घर बनाता हूँ, घरौंदे बनाता हूँ, बस्ती बनाता हूँ, ऊंचे मकान बनाता हूँ, बस्ती बनाता हूँ, ऊंचे मकान बनाता हूँ और आलीशान बनाता हूँ। मंदिर बनाता हूँ, पाठशाला बनाता हूँ और मधुशाला बनाता हूँ। मोहनदिस हूँ, नक्शानवीज हूँ, नक्शे बनाता हूँ, नगर बनाता हूँ, नगरी बनाता हूँ, आईटी बनाता हूँ, यूनिवर्सिटी बनाता हूँ, सपने सोचता हूँ, सपने सजाता हूँ, सपने दिखाता हूँ और सपने बनाता हूँ। 2.5 अक्षर का नाम है मेरा, वास्तु ज्ञान शौक है मेरा। मैं गीता और कामसूत्र का अध्ययन करता हूँ, कर्मयोगी हूँ, चालू हूँ, शरीफ हूँ, बदमाश हूँ, आशिक मिजाज हूँ और आशिकों के आशियाने बनाता हूँ, आशियाने बनाता हूँ, आशियाने बनाता हूँ। अब तो आप समझ ही गए होंगे कि प्रेमनाथ क्या चीज है। Premnath is not just 80-year-old architect. Premnath is only 30 years old plus 50 years of experience. I can be your best competition or best inspiration. You can catch me, watch me on Google, like me on face. Cheers. All the best. Take care.
So I think we are the only father-son architects that have our own separate practices and our own different offices. But I'm being very objective here when I say that as I get older and wiser, I'm still amazed to see his hunger and his ability to adapt so quickly to changing times and technologies in order to still remain amongst the top in the game. So not just him, but all these guys, these legends that we know of so well, they all share the same traits. But I think he's a bit different, on account of where he came from and how he made his story. And I think that's, really something for not many people know this. So, we're going to start with this. So, how did you choose to become an architect, sir?
I belong to last century. 65 years back, people didn't know what is architecture. And I have become architect by virtue of, I should say, my shortcomings and my failures. When I say shortcoming failure, at the age of 17, uh, I could not speak English properly. My shortcoming was that I couldn't speak English. I couldn't even spell my name properly. And my failure was there that I was a poor person basically. I needed a job. I couldn't get a job as a typist, couldn't get a job as a clerk, and I found a job as a blueprinting boy. So I became beginning as a blueprinting boy. And by why I became blueprinting boy? Uh, I say that uh, we had a very I had a very kind of below the poverty childhood. We were refugees from Pakistan during partition when India was divided. We came to the last train coming from Pakistan, we call that, and we sat down into refugee camps. And we are rich people in Pakistan, but we came to India, we lost everything except my mother, illiterate mother, and with two sons, two children. And to survive, my mother became a construction worker. I remember I diagonal after her, playing with sand and bricks over there. I didn't know what to become architect at the age of 7. And later on, when we had council quarters were given to us, and schooling was given to us, free education. But education was free. But as we grew about 7th, 8th standard over there, we had to buy our own books, own stationery, own kind of equipment, compass, geometry book, what do you call that? No, we couldn't afford it. So I took up my kind of a vocation for myself. I became a newspaper vendor. In the morning, throw newspapers in homes. For 100 newspapers in the morning, do that. And in the afternoon, the evening, after school, go out to sell newspaper, go out to sell balloons to make my living to support education. And we didn't have electricity. We had only kerosene lamp. I had a street light in front of my house. Sometimes electricity won't come. And there was a shamshan close to my house, just about maybe 100, 200 yards away, where people used to burn fires over there. In the evening, being cold over there, go sit there, have the, kind of, the heat of the fire and glow of the kind of fire, give me kind of place to get a comfort. I could study over there. So I've been studying at a place like that, and I found my way to come up. But I couldn't pursue my studies further in the university. I couldn't ranked out in a pretty job. So becoming a blue printing boy was a great opportunity for me and my turning point in my life over there. There was some other architect used to come over there. And I have a good drawing hand. So they allowed me to do some sketching, tracing, copying, and then I became a drawing after that. In fact, they guided me that I should take the professional architecture. I had no idea what is architecture. And there was an evening school, SPA, the School of Planning and Architecture, Delhi. And to work during daytime to earn my living from home and family. I studied in the evening and night time. But I couldn't get admission there. So then they told me that there's another college in Bombay that is called Surgery College of Architecture. And it came so the friend tried to come to Bombay over here. Fortunately, cut short the story, I found a job. And those people helped me also to get admission in the college, in Surgery College of Architecture. My Bombay trip was basically like that. They got me, I got a job, I got an admission in the college over there, and that's the beginning of my career as an architect. We call that the glorious period basically after that.
So this was, JJ School of Architecture was one of the premier schools in Asia at the time. And how was your experience as a student at the school in those times?
Frankly speaking, when I went over there first time over there, I was amazed. I find it a beautiful campus, beautiful, well-dressed people over there. It's being art center. People, come from very high society. People want they do go to stream of the art and architecture. And I found myself basically a lost person in the wonderland. I was really amazed over there. Gradually, I absorbed it, the place over there. I was a morning student, morning 7 to 10. I have a diploma class over there. And degree boys and girls would come around 9:30, 1 hour earlier possibly. And we used to all meet sometime. Everybody goes to canteen. Canteen is meeting point. Canteen, these people do a lot of talking about debate and kind of thing over there. And I used to listen to them. And there were times have a vada pav and you have a tea and listen dialogues over there. Some of these degree boy students who were senior basically talk to big names like international architects name Oscar Niemeyer, talking about Frank Lloyd Wright, talking about Albert Alto, talking about Gropius. I found myself saying that you are working in an office over there, you have good bloody hand, maybe a good craftsman, but you're not intelligent as these people are there. I look like I found myself to be an idiot. In my own mind, I said, Kedra, you look like an idiot, better improve yourself. So I went to library to to increase my knowledge over there. And in the library I was studying over there, I found a book from Herbert Jacobi. Herbert Jacobi was that time one of the best illustrators of the world. He used to do all high-class building, world over, he used to do buildings over there. And his book was pen and ink rendering. I followed his technique. Within the next 6 to 8 months' time, I improved my drawing, my sketching, my designing, and my portfolio. And also, quite silently, I said, in order to fit into the crowd over there, I went into classes over there, and I made a portfolio like this. In my fourth year, in my third or fourth year, I made a portfolio, put an exhibition, and my entire college people, boys, staff were surprised. Who this guy? Who is Premnath?
So you were an amazing illustrator.
Yes, I became a good designer, good illustrator, and illustration had a lot of impact over there. All my entire college started knowing me for degree boy, who's Premnath? And they wanted to become friends with me. But I was a little hesitant, and I tried to take very secretly, quietly Sunday classes in my society to learn personality development, public speaking, English speaking, went to dance classes over there. I groomed myself over the next about 6 to 8 months time to fit in the crowd. Such a beautiful crowd, and later on I became I was inducted gradually into the college there, and very kind of happy moments. And I'm fortunate enough also to have a date with one of my good-looking girls in the college. Everybody would take the boys, would take the girls to the restaurants and kind of cafes over there. I took her to Sea Lounge in Taj Mahal Hotel. Sea Lounge was put in the ultimate place. I was not so rich, but I want to have something very special. Have very high class kind of attitude over there. Now, this news went around like a wildfire. They thought very famous, a very rich guy, belonging to a very high society, and a very smart boy, very intelligent and great. So everybody wanted to become friend with me. I had a gala time in the college. I was invited to the parties, to the clubs, here and there. That became like good grooming. I had a good grooming, and also, yes, and also the final year I won an award, All Maharashtra Design Award. That is given all colleges put together. I got design award, and the first diploma boy from one school was given award, I collect a kind of gold medal. Now this award helped me in my own office that I was promoted as a kind of design assistant to the chief architect.
You were working with which office?
I was working in a company called Kanimladi and Company. They were one of the best architects in Unique Company who done a lot of tall building, including Uttarakhand building, and a lot of building in the Altamont Road, Federal Road, and Literacy Road. And I was allowed to kind of have joined the meetings with the client, customers. And I was the only person doing a good illustration over there. And I was allowed to meet the clients, show them sketches, show them visuals over there. And I became also interior designer. As a student, I became a semi-chief architect, interior designer. Now those people used to have it. Interior decorators like Kamdar and Usman and over there. I was the first guy started designing interiors as interior designer. And I was had a good job and very happy living in Bombay over there. And during those days, Stein, Stein for Joseph Alim Stein, he came to Bombay, he was doing Express Towers, and he came to college, and my portfolio and my model was kept in the exhibition over there. And he told the principal, I want this boy to come and meet me. I like to possibly put him in my office. I was very happy. I go back to my hometown, Delhi, and the Stein office in Delhi, and went and met him over there. We were very pleased, showed him my portfolio, my other work sketches over there. And I had good experience, working experience for 5 to 7 years' time. As a student, I passed out. I was put one of the best candidate available to him. He said, Mr. Nath, I want you to be my personal design assistant. You will work in my chamber, not the studio. It should be design work team over there.
That was a great opportunity.
I said, that's a great opportunity for me. One of the best, everybody jealous of me. He said, I'm going out to USA for about 3-4 weeks' time. You come and join me, whatever you want to do. Without any notice, just walk in and let's start working over there. And you enjoy yourself. I came back to Bombay to pack up. And I thought before going out, let me look around Bombay, how the energy in Bombay very well, always busy studying and working, things like that. So I should start moving around, going places, different places. And one day I went to Juhu. Juhu is a place, Juhu Village Palace scheme, where a lot of new bungalows being constructed over there. I also do a bungalow in my previous office for the Ruya bungalow at Juhu Beach. And I was just starting around, just trying to fiddle around over there, look around, see what the thing is happening. And I noticed some place, lot of gathering was happening there. To do some puja, Bhumi Puja. That happened to be Dharmendra, the film star. I never known him, never met him earlier, never seen the movie also there, but a very handsome guy. So we happened to meet each other over there and introduced him as an architect, and he felt comfortable talking to me as a Punjabi to Punjabi. He said, what are you doing? I told him I'm designing a few houses in this area over there. But हमारा भी घर का design करने का है. Why don't you come and let's discuss on that? He took me to the home, gave me a requirement, and the next week I went back to him with a portfolio, with illustration, with perspective, with interior views, and he was shocked. He said, in a 1 week time, you make so much beautiful design, Mr. Premnath. And he admitted to me, frankly, he said, Premnath, I never thought that you were going to make some good design. I just tried with you. You already have an architect for that 3 months working with, but he's too slow. So I would take him. I want you to become an architect. Very good. So I designed for him, and they were so amazed. Then he told his producer, Sab, I have got a beautiful architect, wonderful architect. You would also take him. So I got 2 jobs, 2 bungalows together. So okay, very good, bungalow, sir. I was doing that. And next I happened to do later on, I was going to in Nariman Point, we done a building, Nebel building, office building basically. And I met an Englishman called Julian Scott on the 17th floor. I just went to see the view, how the view looks like in that area. And he happened to be there. I asked him, "What are you doing here?" He asked me, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm an architect for this building. I have done a building over here earlier, and I come to see how the view looks like." He said, "I have bought a floor in this particular building, and I just came to see where my camera should be placed for a good looking view, and I don't know how to do air conditioning. Can you help me out?" He said, "Fine." We had a brief chat with him, and then next week he called me to his office. I went over there, showed him a design, and he was amazed. Again, I have made designs, illustrations, sketches, views. And he said, "Mr. Nath, thank you very much. Good for you coming over here. You are the right architect for us. In fact, we have been having a lot of people chasing us for the design over there, but you seem to be a young, bright fellow. You have very good ideas. I want you to work for us." And he called his team people there. Please make sure about that. Give all the help to Mr. Premnath, and we don't do a beautiful office there. But I was doing that office, I had a meeting with him in Taj Mahal Hotel. We were discussing that next week. And while walking out, I see Dhirubhai Ambani was walking down over there. He just happened to each other. And I don't know who Dhirubhai Ambani is. I had no idea about that. And the man was standing over, saluted me. He said, Dhirubhai Ambani says, "Hey, he's आपको सल्यूट किया कि मेरे सल्यूट किया इस्लाम को उसके बजाया है वैसा उसने ना आपको किया वीडियो किया जब गिव इट few minutes back over there वो सल्यूट किया है you looking interesting guy what are you doing here I'm an architect what are you doing I told him I'm doing an apartment which I can for Julian Scott over there and I'm doing office over there and I'm doing film houses over there जैसे मेरा भी घर वाला पढ़ा जो है उत्तराखंड में है but I wanted in a very hurry how fast can you do the job I said you can't find a person faster than me come with me. It took me to the Tusharan building. Tusharan building was known to me. I had done some drawing work already on that. I was a part of my previous office. And within 2 months' time, he finished his apartment before anybody else came over there. It became a hit. After that, I got many jobs of bungalows, and I got three different kind of my initial beginning में three different demanding clients. Demanding like Dharmender, who demanding artistic. Julian Scott demanding accuracy and quality. And Dhirubhai Ambani demanding speed. So I had all three of them to fulfill in 2-3 months time over there. I had really kind of loaded with the work over there, working day and night. I had no office. And fortunately, I was staying as a paying guest. Yes, I was staying as a paying guest in Churchgate over there. And my landlady, is possibly very nice. I told her, this is my problem. And she said, "Why are you working so late?" I told her I had a lot of work to do. And he made problem, no telephone connection with me. He said, "Digra, don't you worry about it. I have a good experience as secretary." I said, "A young voice, I'll behave you like a secretary. Nobody knows तुम्हारा ऑफिस किधर है घर में क्या कहाँ पर है लोग टेलीफोन करेगा हम टेलीफोन पर जवाब देगा उसको और become a secretary you can work over no problem."
Where was your office?
Churchgate A road. I was staying at the first floor, a paying guest as a room. One room was given to me. So I spent about 6 months' time in that paying a room over there. Did 3-4 jobs over there. Then I went to take small office in Flora Fountain. I was loaded with work, kind of star houses and film industry over there, doing kind of restaurants, doing kind of showrooms and doing airline offices and so yeah. Then I happened to airline offices, TW Airline, done in Taj Mahal Hotel. These are my illustrations which helped me to gain jobs over there. And after that, we had done many more jobs using my skill of illustration, whether doing hotels or restaurants or offices, showrooms, and that helped me to grow my business. These are my original drawings of my 60s, we call them over there, and that helped me a great. I become a kind of hit architect. We call them hero architect. I made my fortune, and also I went outside India for 2 months trip to study. Like to get a world kind of tour knowledge over there. Now the world went to an expo in Tokyo, went to USA, went to casinos, went to kind of star hotels, went to kind of Hollywood, and went to kind of all kind of places over there. That was a great kind of learning for me during those 2 months of time. I was enjoying and blowing my money, but that was great learning for me and gave me a new look at kind of experience and a kind of confidence. And then we.
So you also had a series of firsts for any young architect, especially at your age, at your young age when you were starting out. So you were the first one to do revolving restaurant as well in Bombay, which has become a part of the iconic the necklace skyline.
Look, possibly I'm a fluky architect. I'm a lucky architect. Basically. Maybe a chosen one. Why only Devnath and so many first the Bachelor Hotel Rewarding Restaurant, first multiplex mall, first kind of health spa building, first kind of campus architecture, green architecture, first kind of anything like something close over there. Maybe I'm possibly I keep on learning, I keep on kind of researching, and that experience of research helps me to look forward when opportunity comes and able to possibly grab the opportunity.
But what was the story of
No,
Ambassador?
Ambassador,
You added this whole
Ambassador
revolving
Hotel was,
restaurant over
my
an
clients
existing.
were basically quite new, and we had done some work for them earlier, and they said they want to make a Rewarding restaurant. Now, I said Rewarding restaurant because when I was touring around USA about few years before that, I happened to go to in Honolulu. I went over there and I asked one of those managers, can you possibly tell me, show me how does it work? And it took me engineering department, it took me below the restaurant over there, how the equipment is played and worked over there. And look, very simple thing to me. Now, architect has to be very good engineering mind over there and must understand. So I had in mind over there to look like, yes, I'm not very sir, this is a very simple thing, we can do it. And we can have it done, we don't need, in those days we didn't have technical import technology. We had to think everything in Indian kind of resources. But if you go over there, an existing building, about 6-story building, you put around 10 more floors over there and put kind of about 150 feet high level, put a Rewarding restaurant over there in a running footing. And that was a challenge. We put the pillars from outside. We made this model at that time over there when the opening was done. And we put the pillars from outside on the building, put a foundation separately, and put about 100 feet girders from the front yard or from the front portico, roll them up the rooftop over there, and put them over all the way across the building, and we put the tower like that. And it was done about 3-4 years time, and without any accident, without any event over there, and without closing the restaurant of the hotel for a single day. I think must say that engineering those people, protectors of people are very meticulous. And my hats off to engineering people, particularly from mechanical side. They do a very precision job. I could explain them how to do it over there, and they produce things over there. After becoming the only restaurant in charge over there, my first time, I became almost kind of celebrity all over the country. Everybody knew me who's Premnath is there. And I had beautiful things to follow after that. And thereafter we did something further with the
You also did the
planetarium in Nehru Center over there. It's a quite very high-tech thing over there. Great experience on that. And after that, I made my own house in 1975, 76. When emergency was on, everybody scared. But people were not scared. People had money in his pocket and made his house with a kind of very odd different roof over there. The engineer refused to give me the design for this. I did entire detailing myself over there, and I could possibly become an iconic reference for the architects for the architect to have a house like this. A lot of glass over there, open frontage. No, I had my house. I had no grills and no curtains. How kind of open kind of house we had? A beautiful garden, a beautiful glazing and overhangs and shadows over here. It became one of like a landmark for architects also at that time.
You also did. You were the first one to do a big temple, the iconic ISKCON temple in Juhu. And what was the story of that? How did you get that temple?
Look, I'm not a temple guy. I basically old timer basically, and people they approached me to design a temple. They had came to some builders, some reference for how they did some big man. They would tell me, and I since we are old timer, we have done study of architecture, Indian architecture. I made an attempt, made a design over there, and gave to them. I thought, never mind over there, let them feel good, and they accepted it. They liked it. Guruji Maharaj, Prabhu Maharaj wants to meet me. I went over there. And he said, he told the people, I want to meet this guy. To me, he looks beautiful, wonderful fellow over there. Don't leave it. Get your temple made now. I told him, sir, you're making a mistake. I'm not a good architect. I'm not the right person to make a temple. I'm a non-vegetarian. I don't do puja. I do gambling. I have badmash. I have this, I have that over there. I have a chalu. I'm not a fit person to come to do temple design over there. He said, Mr. Premnath, तू चालू है क्या चलाता है ऑफिस चलाता है कितने लोग हैं तेरे पास 40-50 लोग होंगे जी हाँ जी मैंने इसको देखा है ये पूरे फिगर टुवर्ड्स लॉर्ड कृष्णा ये पूरा संसार चलाता है पूरा ब्रह्मांड चलाता है कैन यू बीट दिस गाय कैन यू हैव compete with him they say you have been chosen by him we want a chalu person like you who can help us to go through a lot of problem issues inside design, construction problem, you will handle it. And they compelled me, hey, listen, don't worry about it. We'll pay you fees. Don't worry, you have to ask you free for service. But you must do our job. And I became a temple architect. I've done many more temples after that for Krishna people over there. I had ISKCON people, Hare Krishna temple now doing Kharghar, done in Kanpur, then Lucknow. I'm building the biggest temple in the world, temple of Vedic planetarium at Mayapur and near Kolkata. So there'll be something very outstanding thing when you open to come in 5 years time. I'll be show you that something outstanding thing in the world for landmark architecture.
And also you've done the first, I think it was the first school, but I mean an open plan children focused school at the Vasant Valley School in Delhi.
This school client, I had done some job for them. He offered me to do a school, 8-acre property, and I wanted some good school over there. I told him I had not done a school, I had no experience in designing a school. And my own school was like shambles. I was my own like a shack over there. I had no knowledge. People normally had done good schooling and they have some experience about the school kind of environment. He said, don't worry, Mr. Premnath, you are very analytical guy. I told you, okay, give me some design brief from some of your consultant, educational guy. He said, no, you're an architect. Architect must know how a school should be done, design, what should go to school. And he told me one thing, his wife told me, we don't want you to do homework, that's all. They go empty-handed to school, they go empty-handed to go back to their home. No homework, no basta, no big thing over there, no bags, no school bags. So I had to design a school, keeping in mind the children in mind. I said, the school should be so bloody good, the children must be attracted to come to school. Normally they avoid. I said, they should tempt to come. So I made a very good kind of amenities in that, games, sports, kind of activities, landscape, sports area, play area, and big classrooms over there. And we recommended they have 2 teachers, and I said no tuition for the children. Neither teacher will get tuition, neither children will take tuition. And have a big school, free kind of seating, no overnight seating over there. And that school has become a hit. One of the best schools till now, and one of the best schools. Almost every architect goes visits over there when they design this new school, and every school designer goes over there. I'm very proud about this school. Later on, after this, we have done a school recently in Vadodara. That's again one of the best schools. This has become to be great school, and the first one in the country to have a platinum rating green school. Nobody never had earlier before that. We had done green architecture earlier, and in township also there, but this was a platinum rated kind of campus architecture. It looks like a school village, and a great place over there. Very kind of beautiful kind of architecture, I must say that, and people are very proud about that.
You were also the first one to do a multiplex in this country.
Yes. Architect has to be the smart guy. I have a client, actually, I've done Umeras over there, done some work for them, and their township in Borivali and Delhi and other places over there. They had a property about 1.5 acre property, and they had a NRI who runs a multiplexes in America. They both Gujarati bhai, and they happened to meet each other, they discussed among themselves, and he recommended him, why don't you make a mall over there, and I put a multiplex in that over there, and you can run a mall and multiplex together, a great new business. So he called me up. He told me, his partner told him, I'll bring architect from America. He said, don't bring architect from America, I haven't got a good architect, try it first. We had discussion with them over there. And I said, he told me, school kiya, have you made multiplex? I said, multiplex is not a big thing. I've been doing here and there, I haven't gone to USA here, there. How does it work over there? He said, okay, all right, let's see. I'm in a hurry, going back 2-3 days time. Let's meet day after tomorrow and show me some sketches, concept over there. I said, fine. I did that on Dheri. On the way back, I traveled to my office over there. I made quick hand sketches in my car over my pad and my sketch pad, made a plan and made a kind of visual, my hand sketch visuals. In 1.5 hour time when I went to office, by evening we scanned the kind of images, put my boss over there drafting, and next 2 days time we had design concept ready, went back to them to show it. There was that I could possibly in Indian architect 2 days time could make a design with visual, with section, with seating, sight line, whatnot over there. He said, you are better than American architects. That takes so much time. Your designing more efficient. I'm happy and told Mr. Rivera, look, as you're concerned, I can contribute my money, you contribute your money, and let's start the work. And it started. And within 18 months' time, we're ready. And we opened the first movie over there, the Superman, all the 5 screens. It was a great kind of fun. After that, I went to different schools and colleges to teach people how the multiplex works.
And also you've done a full township that has been given the Hartford Green Architecture Award, which I think was also the first for a township.
That was about 10 years back, and it started over there. I was given township over there. And the clients concluded, Indians and some expats and people from the American kind of counterparts over there, they asked me how to make our kind of township. I told them I'm going to be a township like California homes, plus some apartment. I'll make them places with non-air conditioning space to be comfortable. So how do you do that thing? I say I have an art of doing over there. I'll make cross ventilation, make your place over there so that people are comfortable. You have air conditioning, no problem, but natural cross ventilation and greenery landscape will give you more comfort. They agreed to accept it with me, and they accepted with me to spend more money in landscape and doing some water harvesting, water management, and sewage treatment plants, recycling of water. Normally, to be done in any case in large projects over there, and we added some more features on that and documented over there. And since I was already kind of a Green Council member, US Green Council member in USA, I had good ideas about like what is coming in time to come. Global warming and kind of green architecture. And by the time we finished off over there, we were giving by the Ministry of Environment gold grading for the township first in the country. We're very proud about that. After that, in any case, it became a habit now. All our projects have been done, and we've been given recognized as a green architect and Woodshop or award from Woodco at national level. So we're proud about that. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
There's a nice kind of environment to live over there, something people really appreciate it. Looks like a heaven.
You've also done one of the first business parks and corporate buildings in the business parks, where you've done it at record time.
Yeah. I was called upon by the company called Morgan Stanley, the MD. He came through some references, scouting architects, after meeting 5-6 architects, came to our office, and he said, we're looking for an architect to design a building for us, but we want to American standard. I said, okay, fine, American standard, very great about that. I've been used to American kind of culture there, but we Indian architects make building quite good and safe. And he said, but we don't have time. 2.5 lakh square foot building, we want about 2,000 people working on that, and we want to finish in about 7-8 months time, 6 to 8 months time. I said, look, 6 months is time too short. We have wanted to come in with you. For 8 months time, we can definitely do a building for you. He said, are you sure? Yes, lay a bet on that, lay a bet on that. Within 3 days time, we sent the design concept. On the weekend over there, they gave us approval from New York. And next following week, the builders were advised to start working over there. And within 8 months time, we finished the building with 1,000 people actually working over there. We included data centers on that over there. And the best kind of architecture happened in Mindspace in Mumbai. And thereafter, the client and the builder both said, we learned from this architect not how to do fast job. I said, it doesn't take time to construct. It takes time to decision. It takes time to decide. I'm an architect, my owner, I decide within 5 seconds time. You corporate guys can decide very quickly. So we had 12-hour race happening between New York and Bombay to give decision on emails and it's beautiful architecture. After that, did many more buildings like a park in Hyderabad for Accenture, and then many more kind of India's first IT park, SEZ, what 5 district area and down in Delhi in capital NCR, and thereafter I had done also kind of health spa, Golden Palms in Bangalore, which is first of its kind, which is different than the kind of architecture about that, which has got kind of more like hospitality and heavy deterioration. My slogan was there that people go there for a rehabilitation. They should be very happy. There should be comfort for them. There should be kind of a lot of enjoyment for them. There should be a lot of necessary outlets where they feel rather than being sick, being recovered, They should feel that even a businessman or an old man or a young lady or whatever to do there, they must have everything physically available to them. A very high kind of happy kind of place. More of international standards, a great place, quite successful place in Bangalore.
So you've also done a lot of tall buildings in terms of residential and commercial. And what are your views on tall buildings today in terms of the challenges and also the design philosophy of
See, I
yours?
was exposed to high-rise architecture in my initial during school time, college time. When I was working for a time to rent company, working in Ushagan building. So I have clear idea about how tall buildings work, how they function, what are the hazards they have in transportation, segregation, safety, fire safety, and all put together. And thereafter, we made kind of great buildings, and then we made the first kind of building, 30-story building at Walkeshwar Road, which become duplicate houses over there. And thereafter, we made many more buildings in Bhakti Park, like towers coming 30-story, 40-story too. Now we're putting a 75-story tower over there. We already finished around 50-story, about 4 towers over there, and we are now doing iconic building in Kolkata. So, making tall building is in part of my concept over there. All it requires is understanding the transportation, understanding the safety, understanding the kind of transportation for people to work over there, the movement. It's kind of different world. Whole building becomes like a different world. It must have all the kind of break areas. It must have kind of common facilities. So it becomes city within city. It's a kind of different kind of lifestyle over there. So we are quite well to do these things.
So you were also the first architect, I think, to adapt and adopt the computer. And I remember you were the first architect to get a computer, which is a very expensive piece of equipment with a big plotter and computerize your office.
I always dream to be doing computer, but I'm tech savvy. I already adopt technology over there. So I try, why not? I make a kind of effort to get the first computer in the country over there, and we try to took me about 3 years time to train my people over there, and we produce the kind of a very good kind of renderings. And then after further going over there, I use a tool like hand tool, like your hand phone as kind of a part of my work. I do my hand phone over my first note, no sketching on top on that over there. I made many more sketches, many designs. If you see over there further, like I have my hand sketches now on my
Which
hand
are all
phone.
digital.
All is to hand phone. Press a button, send to my office. Press a button, send to my office. And then render them back over there. Show some more sketches over there. All is hand done by me, while sitting in that flight over there, in the pocket over there. The architect is in my pocket. I have everything on that. I got portfolio, drawing, this, that, whatnot. So I'm moving architect, mobile architect. Yeah, my hand sketches done over there on the pieces over there, and see, they go into that. So I always use my power of sketching and visualization like any architect should do over there. These are my sketches and actual visual, actual work done. The sketches, actual work done. So the city mall. I made a stage of traveling by car, sitting over there, and did very more kind of other kind of. These are kind of great sketches. It's such a big project happening in downtown Delhi, and this of course helps me a lot. So I'm still quite happy. Use my sketching power to communicate with my office and do my own thinking and power methods.
So also, I wanted to touch upon your lifestyle. You know, over the years, you had a beautiful house for yourself that you made. I remember it was a very Oscar Mayer inspired house with a lot of Scandinavian details and materials, very open and fresh. Also,
Look,
you have a beautiful farm in Karjat, which is on the lake, which I know you go every weekend. And you're extremely active as well. I mean, this was, I think, last year this was the first time that you were rock climbing,
yes.
and you went for it. You know, you actually just went for it. There's no fear in that. So, I mean, you've been a very successful man in terms of, when I say success, you have everything in terms of your work, in terms of your career, in terms of your family, and all of that. Your debt and
I'm an adventurous guy. I love adventure basically. And I'm very fortunate I have been successful over there. And also learned something by my early exposure to real estate kind of people over there. I can't make so much money in architecture, but I made money in while investing in real estate. That's why I'm able to live very kind of lavish lifestyle, having bungalow at Pali Hill, having weekend retreat over there, and having kind of live a joint family put together. And I'm very fortunate on that. I think God will really pay to me and given me also good health. I'm still very hungry about my work, and I feel my work keeps me active over there. And I feel I should be grateful to all my people, friends who love me, like me, they encourage me. Uh, and I will possibly give my message to all the youngsters that in time to come, uh, I'm involved in kind of doing smart kind of building smart
Yeah, I
architecture.
think that,
And I will message to young architects over there. I mean, they should not be in a hurry. They must spend good 4 or 5 years time after coming out of college, and they must use 4 or 5 years time when studying to their best. They must learn how to do illustrations. They must learn how to then help them. I'm a good example for them how to become good performer, how to become kind of good presentation point of view over there. People want in this world performers and good kind of food, and they want your kind of confidence in you, and they want kind of your assurance that you can do a good job with that over there. Reliability is really important there. And I'm sure the young people have a lot of good opportunity in time to come to India. They will build something great kind of architecture. If I'm around, I'll also have an opportunity to do something much more
Every-
big than I do.
I think in every journey, the beginning and the end are very important markers. The beginning of your story was a series of happy accidents that led you on to making your amazing career. And how do you see yourself working forward now onwards?
Look, I'm involved already into kind of future technologies. I'm doing kind of smart cities, smart building. I mean, smart building, a lot of building in Gift City, Gujarat over there. Where we're doing some kind of art buildings over there. I look forward that in time to come. The great opportunities coming in Bombay. I'll be involved in doing kind of smart cities and smart building. Also, I'm a traditional guy. I like to look forward to do something different. I'm a fusion of smart and Vedic. I'm a traditional guy. I'm a very high tech, very advanced man. I'm a very open mind, very contemporary, also very traditional. So I go for tradition. I look forward to. I want to be fusion of Vedic architecture and modern architecture. Smart Vedic architecture is my next target, and hopefully I'll be able to create something good for new generation to see how architects of the our generation have such a good example, and maybe possibly they relish upon that. But dream is that in the coming years, I'll be able to do something totally differently and set a new world, new style. Basically.
I think, is again being very objective here when you see this man and his career over the time and how he started from where he came from, his background. I think, we all know these lines like mind over matter, do or die, fake it till you make it, the harder I work, the luckier I get, my way or the highway. These are all lines that are manifested in him. I mean, I can actually see that how he lives his life. And so here, guys, this is your legend, Mr. Premnath.
I must thank IDEC first to begin with for involving me in this seminar and the webinar, and I convey my best wishes to all the people who've been watching this kind of program. Uh, my message basically was to all people over there. I'm a good example to tell everybody. Nobody comes relevant in life. You will learn from life. Life teaches you a lot. You must have an attitude to learn, and you can possibly do miracles. It is not difficult. I can say that. Today, I will say, even now, today at this age over there, I enjoy the new challenges over there, and I enjoy working on that. And I say, India has a lot of opportunities. Young architects, designers, people from industry, manufacturers, trade people over there, real estate people, building matters over there. We have plenty of opportunity in our country, but I must say that architect has to be a great guy. Architect is the guy who should know all. Architect must prepare himself, as a leader. He must try to be kind of excellence in the part of his life over there. He cannot be, he has to be smarter than the people by the client. At the same time, he should be a performer, give confidence to the client because clients put money at his disposal. Very important. So architect is a very noble profession, very rewarding profession over there, and must be taken very seriously and enjoyed over there. And I convey my best wishes to all of them all over again. Please, architecture takes a passion, not as a business. Take a business, you lose architecture. You cannot become a billionaire. You can become millionaires, okay, they're quite happy for that. But take as a passion, as a profession, you'll be very happy. Don't be greedy about money. You will be even more happier over there. Be a content. I'm a quite contented guy. Fortunately, I had everything around me over there. I have a family, whatever over there. But there has to be some state to come contentment. So the architects give you a lot of opportunities for being a kind of noble person, being a kind of content person over here. I again convey to all of my listeners and convey the best wishes to them and give them my kind of greetings to them over there. You may call them. I can give you a person Vardhan. From my point of view, always you bless all of you. Give a blessing to everybody. Best wishes to you. Thank you very much again.
Thank you guys. Have a great day. Thank you.